Brandon, thanks so much. Well, the backlash from this weekend's Drag Queen Story Hour continues, and this time at the state level. Some representatives say after they heard about the story time, their initial reaction was to pull funding for state libraries. After looking into options, now they want to attach certain strings for city and county libraries to get state aid money.
Fox Carolina's Kayla Conboy is live outside the Five Forks Branch Library. So, Kayla, how are they trying to do this?
Well, it's tied to the Health and Safety Act, which also governs schools, and representatives who are really pushing for this bill say that will allow them to really kind of regulate what's age appropriate and what's not in these libraries. But some of the librarians that we spoke to believe that schools and libraries are very different. They say a library is a public space and they want all kinds of events to be held there.
Just the idea of Drag Queen Story Hour started stirring up controversy weeks ago, and when the day finally came, there was a sea of people, protesters right across from supporters.
The issue of what's age appropriate and what is not comes into play here, because when you look at what was done, what they did is they went to the local drag gay bar, and they brought in 4 adult entertainers to actually read the books.
A group of House representatives backing the bill say they didn't like it from the beginning, but the director for the state library system says that's what libraries are all about, providing a space for all groups.
It's great when a librarian fully understands their community and can have programs that represent each of the groups in their communities, not just a special group, not just a group that looks like a certain way, but they can represent everyone, regardless of whether you personally agree with them or not. That's irrelevant.
So Lisa Aiken is very uncomfortable with this new proposed bill, which would allow the state to regulate what's happening in all public library rooms.
It's not okay to expend all these taxpayers' dollars on something that's age inappropriate. It's just not the right thing to do for our community. It's not the norms that we hold. And we intend to try to do something about it.
It would require libraries that receive state aid to send in quarterly reports with a list of the library's activities. If they don't, they would have to send the money back, and it would be put into the state's general fund. For Greenville County, it amounts to more than $780,000. But Aiken says she doesn't see it passing. She calls the idea inappropriate, saying it's a violation of rights.
It's discriminatory and it's censorship. And so I think in America, everything that we stand for goes against those things. So I can't see how it is going to pass, because the library is for everyone, regardless of whether you agree with what a group is there to talk about. It's for everyone.
Representative Gary Smith says there are gaps and exceptions in freedom of speech laws, and he believes they could get this passed. The group of lawmakers supporting the bill say there are 2 main issues they have. One, that the event was out of line for children that young, and 2, the amount of money the rally cost taxpayers.
Coming from out of state in here and preying on the most vulnerable 3 to 8-year-olds is an issue. Then causing us as a county and state to spend upwards of $50,000 to $100,000 is, it's just unbelievable that we'd get ourselves in this position and do that.
They believe the bill will keep that from happening again, but the library system says it's wrong to deny anyone public space. Aiken says it shouldn't matter whether you personally agree with a group or not.
It goes against everything that's fundamentally that we stand for: freedom of speech, freedom of the right to assembly, freedom of expression. So honestly, I cannot give you an idea of how that would even be implemented, because it's just an impossibility for the core of a library.
Now, this was tabled in committee yesterday, but is expected to come back up during budget week. Now, we did also reach out to the Greenville County Library System. They did not wish to comment, and individual board members did not return our emails. Reporting live in Greenville County, Kayla Conboy, Fox Carolina, the 10 o'clock news.